oh, my makeup can't sit properly, oh, my face is too oily, oh, my face is shining, the light is reflecting on my face, my face is sticky, it's releasing too much oil. Hey naturals, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite glow sister with yet another video on how to take care of your skin, your hair, and pretty much everything that has to do with skincare, especially naturally. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about oily skin. Why oily skin? I feel like people who have oily skin are the world's most complainers, and you can't exactly blame them, because oily skin tends to be like the most skin that is prone to acne. So you can't blame them for constantly complaining. They are constantly like, oh, my skin is so oily, my makeup can't sit right. Even when it manages to sit right, 2 hours into the day and everything, I feel like everything is just trying to come out because of there's so much oil. They are constantly like, oh, I'm so prone to acne. Oh, the sun is reflecting on my face. Oh, we also know that oily skin tends to be sticky and just not appetizing. Not like you wanted to eat it, but just not looking good and all of that. So today I decided to give like 5 tips on how to manage oily skin so that you can leave it in a much more desirable state. Before we get into the 5 tips, I'm going to bring up this. There's a mistake that people with oily skin tend to make, and which is the fact that they feel like since their skin is already producing so much oil, they might as well not put lotion on their skin. Why should I oil my skin when I already have like my skin producing too much oil? You know what I'm saying? That right there is a big mistake. Why? Because when you don't oil your face, your skin is responding to the fact that I don't have oil, so I have to produce oil for myself. So if you have oily skin and you have been doing that, stop as fast as possible, because that is only going to make matters worse for you. Okay, so this right here are the 5 tips that I have for people with oily skin. Number 1, use African black soap. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. Like, West African black soap, Moroccan black soap, whatever black soap you can lay your hands on, but I really advise West African black soap because it has shea butter and cocoa butter in it, and that's really great for the skin. Like it's it makes the black soap to be more mild for the skin, especially for the face. And then on to the second tip, which is number 2. If you have oily skin, always make the effort to wash your face with warm water, lukewarm water. I said not hot water, but like lukewarm water. Why? Because your skin is oily, and sometimes if you live like in a cold environment, or like if you use cold water to wash your skin, what is going to happen is that the oil is going to coagulate on the skin, and that doesn't. But if you're using lukewarm water, it's going to wash off all the oil from your skin. So yes, use warm water, use African black soap, and then the next, you're going to use a cleanser for people with oily skin. I'm emphasizing this because in the market you have oilers. In the market you have cleansers for people with dry skin and cleansers for people with oily skin. Now, people who have dry skin tend to use cleansers that have oil, much like higher oil content in them, and then people with dry skin have to use like cleansers that have like no oil in them at all, and maybe a higher alcohol or like a higher alcohol level in them. So that's the cleanser that you want to have. But minus that, I would really like to advise that you stay like towards the natural, like things like hazel water and rose water would be perfect for your skin. And then number 4 would be an oil-free moisturizer. Like, try to find an oil-free moisturizer, because that is really going to help you to moisturize the skin without adding more oil than you need on the skin. And then the next, which is the last, is try and use a clay facial mask. Like, whenever you're using a facial mask, you may want to use the clay one. Even though the clay one, like, try to use natural things like honey, turmeric, and lemon. Those 3 are really great for people who have oily skin. So guys, that is all that I have to say. Like, if you have oily skin and you do all these 5 tips, you're going to find your skin in a much more manageable state. Like, do not ignore any of these, because like all 5 work together. All 5 are really important, and if you can incorporate all these 5 tips into your skincare routine as someone who has oily skin, I can promise that within a week you'll be able to see like clear cut difference from what your skin used to be and what it is now. So guys, I hope that these tips or this video was helpful to you, and if it was, give it a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be dropping much more tips on how to care for various skin types and just how to glow in general. Bye guys.